What would you say are the three main skills for someone to want to have the potential of being a 6 or 7 figure earner that they need to start learning now, so 2023, they have that potential?
In my opinion, there's 3 main skills in business in general. You gotta learn how to sell, you gotta learn how to build, you gotta learn how to lead. So you gotta learn how to get people to give you money for stuff, you gotta have the stuff to sell them, and then you gotta have people that work on your side to help deliver on those other 2. If you can do those 3 things, you're unstoppable. And if you do one of those 3 things, you can make as much, like you can still make a ton of money, but if you can do all 3, you're unbeatable.
Sell, build, like building a team, building.
So that would be on the lead side. The building is like the product and services that you have. So you have to figure out a way to deliver value to somebody.
To develop a program, a product, a service that you can package and sell.
And people are like, well, how do I do that? All you have to do, this is the perspective thing we were saying earlier. It's like, I don't know where their opportunity is, and people who are entrepreneurs see opportunity everywhere. It's like, and my biggest regret in life is that I can't live multiple lives because there's so many things I want to do. But it's because all you have to do is look for problems. You look for things that people hate. You look for inefficiencies. You just look for things that are nuisances. Like, what are things that people do every day that they hate doing? Like, and a big misnomer, I think, is that people think they need to have a new thing. You can start a cleaning business, become a billionaire. You can start a lawn care business, become a billionaire. You can start a roofing business, become a billionaire. Like, there's clear problems. Like, all you have to do is just do what everyone else is doing, learn how to sell, learn how to deliver consistently, and learn how to lead. If you do those 3 things, you can do just as well as everyone else and just do it better.
I was in the elevator this morning coming here, and I have this cat sitter that used to watch my cats, right? And but he mostly works in a different building that I used to live in. Now I'm in a new building. He was in the new building because he had some other dogs. He's a dog walker, right? Yeah. But I asked him to watch my cats one time. And he literally for 30 seconds in the elevator, I was like, hey man, good to see you. And I go, dude, how much you making now? Because I see him hustling. I see him like walking around with all these dogs. I'm like, and his prices went up over the last few years. Like when I first had him watch my cats, it was like $25. Now it's like $40 for a session. I'm like, I go, dude, what are you making? Like $500-600 a day? He goes, I go, 1,000? I go, 2,000? He goes, I go, 3? He goes, around 3K a day. I go, what? Walking dogs. And I go, he goes, now it's 7 days a week. It's a grind. I've got 3 employees now who are like
just
walking dogs, but he's like the go-to guy in Beverly Hills. And he's like independent. He's not with some, big dog walking company or something, but $3,000 a day walking dogs. I go, there's a need, especially in this community where people are busy, but they love their dogs and they have money to spend on their dogs. And he is providing a service. It's incredible. $3,000 a day, man. It's crazy.
I love this example.
I'm in the wrong business. I need to be walking dogs,
I love this example because it's perfect, because everyone can understand. It's like, what's the problem that they're solving? It's like, people don't have time to work their dogs. Whenever you're looking at any problems, time is one of the easiest ones to solve, is that people don't want to take the time to do something, right? It takes too long, you want to do it faster. Jason Fladlien said the easiest business model in the world is find what someone else is doing, do it in half the time. It's just, you can do it, and you can look at any business that exists and do that, right? And so it's like, what did he have to do? He had to learn how to sell, which means he had to get people to give him money for the dogs, which part of that's marketing, but I'm just wrapping that promotion, getting people to give you money. He had to learn how to deliver, which is like, okay, what are the best routes to walk on? How do I manage 17 leashes at the same time? Like, he had to figure all that stuff out, right? And then you had to learn how to lead. So he has 2 employees or 3 employees.
Now he's got employees, but before he was like exhausted, but now he's figuring out how to build and lead.
And what'll happen is he'll stop walking dogs, and then he'll have
team. He'll be managing it.
Right, exactly. And so it's like that's such a perfect microcosm of the 3 skills being put to use.
No, it's taken him years to do it. It didn't happen overnight. He had to build his brand. He had to, show that he could deliver the value of the product consistently, and all these different things. He had to be communicating and be reliable. All these things, and he was like, "I'm doing it 7 days a week." So he has no life, right? So it's like an extreme, but it's possible. And so the 3 skills I heard you say is sell, build, and lead. You can never get enough training on how to lead yourself and how to lead others, because there's so much of a world inside of each one of us that has to learn how to overcome insecurities, fears, traumas, triggers that will make us poor leaders of ourselves and of others, so that people respect and trust us. So leading skills is probably the hardest.
And it's also the one that's almost a meta skill in that it actually can layer on top of the other two. So if you think about it like as a hypothetical example, imagine I know how to recruit and lead people. And I don't know anything about marketing, I don't know anything about sales, I don't know anything about delivery, but I have a vision for what I want to accomplish, a problem that I want to solve that's meaningful to me, and I think it'll be meaningful to other people. I can compel people, I can persuade them and influence them to want to work and help me solve this huge problem together, right? And so you don't even, like real talk, you don't even have to know how to sell and how to market. You don't have to know how to build a product, build a service team, because if you can lead, you can get all those other people to do that.
And leading is also selling, in a sense. If you're
100%.
If you're a leader, if you're a
100%.
leader, your energy is an enrolling energy. Your way of being, how you show up, how you communicate, is selling you and your vision. You don't need to know how to sell a product and get on stage and say, buy my stuff. But you need to be able to enroll people into a vision that they are in alignment with. And I think that is one of the hardest skills, because people don't have the belief in themselves. A lot of people don't believe in themselves. They don't love themselves enough to be enrolling, in my opinion. And so they discount, and that doubt, people can feel that energy in that doubt.
You have to be certain, not confident. You know what I mean? I think part of, and so it's easy to say what we just said about the whole leading thing. And like, as much as everyone's like, well, I'll just jump straight to leading. I feel like there's some sort of like, and this is me, I could be speaking a limiting belief of my own, so, disclaimer, right? But it is my belief that there's a certain amount of like spiritual strength that you gain from having done stuff, right?
Developing skills.
Right, developing the skills. Because
you build confidence with these skills.
Yeah, because you have evidence.
Results.
Yeah, and so people, you can enroll someone, you can subscribe someone to your vision, and because the first question someone's gonna always ask is, why should I listen to you? Or why should I follow you specifically? Right? And unless you have a solid answer that's not you being crazy, right? Being like, I have done these things. They give me evidence that I can move the goalpost further than what we have done before because of what I have done behind me, right? Because of the path I've already walked. And so I think like learning how to sell, learning how to build are the first two skills, and then leading you learn consistently along the way for the rest of your life.